thinks of whether snakes are offensive or not, they refer back to their upbringing and also their first encounter. Whether their encounter was with a venomous snake or if it was a harmless garden snake. Nevertheless, because of today's habitat, the shortage of the wildlife, people are having to deal with snakes more than they are accustomed to. People refer to snakes as either being offensive, repulsive, ugly, cruel, or downright obnoxious. But in some cultures, snakes are considered a god, and they are also worshipped for their tribute to the anti-venom. In Mexico, the Aztec used serpents for medicine, and they considered a reptile of a godly purpose. In Central America, as well as other several parts of the world, snakes play an important role in their religious thought. Their religious thought based on the fact that it was either day-to-day life and the life cycle, from the beginning to the end, water and fire, movement, as well as life and even death. In Brazil, snakes are the objects of stories and legends. The actual word offensive came related to snakes as far as pricking, biting, stinging, in venom. What? Whether when you encounter a snake, whether it's your first one or not, you either tend to think back to your first encounter, of course, whether it was childhood, and what would be your plan of action? Would you run? Would you be scared? Would you be able to realize what type of snake it was in the first place? My first encounter with a snake was when I was fishing, and it, of course, was a water moccasin, and it was poisonous. So, of course, we all ran. But other people believe that even if they're bitten by the snake, that, they still will survive without an antivenom. And that relates back to the Aztecs in Mexico. So when you're thinking of snakes and you want to figure out which category do you fall in, do you think that you would actually survive a snake bite? And put that in your beliefs in religion, or would you be the one to actually search out to find a cure for your bite? How much time is that?